Hi, I'm Ryan Walter Blair.
I'm Parker Illig.
And today we're going to start with Big Miracle, which is inspired by a true story about three whales that were trapped in the small town of Barrow, Alaska. They were trapped in this small area. They couldn't get out to the ocean when they had to migrate down south. And so a local reporter picks the story up, and then it gets out, and the whole country's trying to help the whales. They're trying to save them, and it's a really simple story, and the characters are pretty, I don't know, they're pretty stale.
They're pretty static.
It's just a little feel-good film you can take your family to. It's worth seeing, despite the overly simple title. It is worth seeing.
It's got a good cast too.
Just to go there and not think and just be happy. So I think we have a mutual 2.5 stars for Big Miracle.
It doesn't suffer from much, but nothing really is done too exceptionally either. So yeah. Okay, so the second movie we saw was Chronicle, and it's pretty much about three teenagers that find something. Anyway, they get superpowers, and one of them is kind of grew up an outcast, so he kind of uses his powers for bad.
Gotta say that the story works overall, but the found footage, I don't know. It could have worked if it wasn't found footage. It didn't really add to it at all.
It's a good found footage movie for what it is. Story's pretty simple. The ending, though, is a little bit disappointing. The plot points were there correctly, but the character development around was not placed correctly with the plot points.
Some of the motivations are not stated clear enough.
Mm-hmm. So, we have a mutual 3 stars for Chronicle.
And finally, The Woman in Black, starring Daniel Radcliffe, his first film out of the Harry Potter series, and it's a very, very simple ghost story. He plays a realtor, and we follow him as he goes to this small town somewhere in Britain, off the coast, and he is trying to sell this old house, and all the townspeople know that it's haunted, and he doesn't believe any of that. And then he spends time in there, and he realizes that it really is haunted, and it's based on an old story. And then they tried to make it once in '89 as a made-for-TV movie, and they try to improve on it. It has good atmosphere, and it has some pretty good scares, really.
The atmosphere is really good. And I think the atmosphere happens because of the set design. Whoever the set designer was really, because the house is so well made and planned out. Yeah. It's coherent, and it's scary. The scares are a bit too cheap, and sometimes they lose. They build up the tension to something, they just lose potential.
The story is the problem. You never feel very involved in the story. You're scared because it does that well, but you don't really care that much, and then the ending ruins it so bad.
The ending's it's just silly, actually. Yeah, it's a silly ending. So we have a mutual 2 stars on that. Okay, so to recap, we've got Big Miracle, which is a family fun movie, and we give it 2.5 stars. And then we have Chronicle, which is a found footage film. We have a mutual 3 stars on.
Woman in Black, simple horror film for some good scares, but not a good story, gets 2 stars. So overall, if you don't want to think, see Big Miracle. If you just want to be simply scared, see Woman in Black. But Chronicle is the best of the 3, so that's the recommendation here.